I've lived with very little for years, and I've understood to live in anonymity or gumnami
गुमनामी
uh, and scarcity. Coffee with Karan में मैं नहीं गया हूँ, तो if that's your measurement of success, then I'm not successful. मैं खुद ही बोल देता हूँ जाके कि देखो मैं स्टार बन गया हूँ, तुम मेरे को अच्छा रोल दो आप. I've lived with very little for years, and I've understood to live in anonymity or gumnami
गुमनामी
uh, and scarcity. I enjoyed Pushpa. I don't think I can ever play, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. Hi, this is Vijay Verma, and you're watching me on peepingmoon.com.
Well, if I am going to say that the best of 2022 is done, I think it cannot be, because if I'm not talking to the darling Vijay Varma, who actually maintained that no matter what, whatever platform it is, I am going to entertain you, because कुछ ज़्यादा grey नहीं हो सकता. Hi Vijay, welcome to Peeping Moon.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Vijay, what's with you and ये grey shade का प्यार? I mean, one of the finest performances from your kitty. You mixed it, even if they are, you don't hate them, but you can't. It's like I hate you, like I love you.
I've I've always been fascinated by these characters who are always doing very dangerous things and very wrong things, because I feel like in life also we are never all good and never all bad.
Yes.
We've had our share of goods and our shares of bad. That's what makes us human. And I've ever since my theater days, I was more inclined towards the flaws in people, and therefore I feel like these stories speak to me, and somehow I really didn't choose it. I came here to work as an actor. I didn't really have a plan in place कि मेरे को यहाँ पर विलन बनना है या हीरो बनना है. मुझे कुछ पता ही नहीं था, मुझे फिल्म करनी थी. But somehow somebody gave me a first opportunity as a bad guy. I think it was Pink.
Pink.
Shujit Sarkar's Pink. It was the first time I got to know that I can actually play a bad guy. So that thing sticked around with me, and several other opportunities came, and I found those roles to be extremely exciting, and including Darlings, which I feel is it's a dangerous character to play, but and it took a lot to play that part. But I'm so satisfied that I just done one film this year, and I received so much love and appreciation.
Hamza is deliciously devil, if I have to say. मतलब मज़ा आता है देखकर. And though he was inflicting torture upon Alia.
And he was also tortured.
And he was, but it was equally fun.
Yeah.
जब आप एक हमजा जैसा रोल आपने इस साल जब ये किया, ऑफ कोर्स आपने जैसे बोला हम जब फिल्म साइन करते हैं हमें नहीं पता होता कितना बड़ा हो जाएगा या हाउ पॉपुलर इट विल बिकम. व्हाट यू ब्रिंग टू ईच कैरेक्टर ऑफ योर्स. मतलब इफ़ आई हैव टू आस्क, विजय को अपना कैरेक्टर खुद सजाना हो तो विजय क्या लेके जाते हैं?
I try to find the intention behind the writer, the director. What are they trying to say? And hopefully like become one with the vision of the director and the writer. Usually, and I like to not change anything, because if I've said yes to a script, it's because I like it in totality. And if there are any things that I need to work on, that happens before we go on the floor. Usually I like it that way. I work with directors who work this way, like Zoya for that matter. In Gully Boy, we decided what we're going to shoot eventually. Like 2-3 वर्कशॉप हुई, उसके बाद में पता चल गया कि ये स्क्रिप्ट है, हमको ये जाके शूट करनी है. But workshop is important to discover who you are playing and what are the dynamics with other actors and other characters.
I'm like, एक डायरेक्टर की स्क्रिप्ट आने के बाद
हाँ,
आप अपना क्या लेकर जाते हैं एक पार्ट के लिए?
So every role comes with their set of challenges. With Hamza, it was understanding alcoholism, because I was playing a person who's using alcohol a lot, and to a degree that it becomes a second nature. So you never see me tipsy or slurring, because it's part of his system now.
Yeah.
He drinks every single day, every evening. He finishes his job, he finishes the quarter outside the railway station, comes back home and finishes the rest. So 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 after understanding a little bit of, so alcoholism was one part of the job. He's a TC, so I understood what is the work environment like. Then he's also like a certain kind of a person, very insecure,
Of course.
very he's got a superiority complex. At the same time, he suffers from inferiority
Inferiority
complex as well. So there were so many things, and of course it belongs to Baikala, so I understand how to get the lingo right, how to get the region right, because I wanted to not repeat what I did in Gully Boy, play a Bombaya.
Vijay, when you wrap a character or when you part ways with the character, how you put it to rest? How did you put Hamza to rest?
I used to struggle with it earlier, but then the lockdown kind of helped me understand that I carry these characters, because one of my projects got stopped filming when we started shooting it, and then the pandemic happened, and I waited for a year for me to go back and finish the rest. And it was a very twisted and troublesome character, something that gave me sleepless nights, because it's a very difficult part. So then I figured ki this is not a good exercise. It's not a sustainable thing to kind of hold on to these characters outside of the work, outside of the set. I then decided to kind of just finish the work and say goodbye on the last day of the shoot. And for Darlings, it just happened that the only happy, probably happy scene, only happy scene of me in Darlings happened on the last day of the shoot. So I was very happy. I told Alia, I told Jasmeet, thank you for ending Hamza on such a cute
was the
note,
last
because
scene, can I ask?
the last day of the work was me outside the metro station with Alia, where I proposed to her for marriage. The opening scene.
The opening scene.
That was the last thing we shot. So it ended on a sweet note for me. So I was able to let go of it. Otherwise, I would have been like, मैं आज पिटाई करके घर आके सोया हूँ.
विजय, सक्सेस के साथ बहुत लोगों को ये भी लगता है कि अब आप हर उस पार्ट के लिए अवेलेबल हैं जैसे वो आपको स्क्रीन पे देख चुके हैं.
जी.
नो कहना मुश्किल हो जाता है वक्त के साथ. अभी
नहीं.
मुश्किल है.
If it is something that I've done before, then it's easy to say no. But if it's a completely new thing, then I see whether I'm capable of doing this part to the best of my abilities, and if I can add some value to the project. And if I have any of the doubts in any of this, then I just tell them कि boss, I don't think I'm ready for this.
कभी ऐसे बैकफायर तो नहीं होता, क्योंकि ये मैंने कुछ लोगों से सुना भी है, अरे अब तुम स्टार बन गए, अब तुम मुझे ना कर रहे हो. कभी किसी ने आपको ये बोला?
मैं
तो
खुद ही बोल देता हूँ जाके कि देखो मैं स्टार बन गया हूँ, तुम मेरे को अच्छा रोल दो आप.
लव इट.
हाँ, और क्या?
ऑफ कोर्स.
बोल देने का सीधा सीधा.
विजय, जब एक आर्टिस्ट की लाइफ में कमर्शियल सक्सेस एज वी पुट इट, एक सर्टन स्ट्रगल एक वक्त के बाद आती है, क्या उसकी अहमियत वैसी रहती जैसी तब होनी चाहिए थी? क्योंकि जब हम यंग होते हैं हम सक्सेस को डिफरेंट वैल्यू करते हैं, लेकिन जब हमें कुछ कपल ऑफ ईयर्स के बाद उस सक्सेस को एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, शायद उसे देखने का नज़रिया, आईना बदल जाता है हमारा.
It's an interesting question. I haven't toggled with it. I've lived with very little for years, and I've understood to live in anonymity or gumnami
गुमनामी.
and scarcity for a while, when I was and by choice, because I could have done television, I could have made money, I could have done something, but I was like, no, I'll wait. So I figured that the patience comes very naturally to me. It's a default setting in me that I can be patient, so that's good. And what it taught me was like it's important to do what you really dream to do, aspire to do. It's not important to just get the day done or do something impulsive. I've taken some impulsive decisions, and I'm not a personality that can enjoy those decisions. So I'd rather wait and wait for something incredible to come to me, or something challenging to come to me. But success, I really don't understand what success means. My life, yeah, of course there are upgrades in life, and my living conditions have improved considerably. I'm eating all my meals. and all such things are there. But to be able to work with the people that you love, whose work you love, is, I feel, is success. And that way I feel very successful. But Coffee with Karan में मैं नहीं गया हूँ, तो if that's your measurement of success, then I'm not successful.
नहीं, rather मेरे लिए measurement of success ये है कि कभी कभी हम जब यंग होते हैं, मैंने आपको बोला, हम सक्सेस को एक बहुत ही हेडी कंकोशन की तरह देखते हैं कि
Yeah.
मेरे पास ये है, मेरे पास ये है.
Yeah.
लेकिन जब एक वक्त के बाद सक्सेस
Yeah.
आती है, तब हम उसे कैसे देखते हैं? तब एज एन आर्टिस्ट आप सक्सेस को आप कैसे देखते हैं?
I feel like the respect that you earn and the credibility that you earn is my understanding of what success is, which is something that trickled down from my father. He's like कि नाम कमाना बहुत मुश्किल है बेटा, पैसा तो कमा लेते हैं.
क्या बात है, ये तो आपने बात बहुत अच्छी करी. नाम कमाना एक्चुअली बहुत मुश्किल है, उसको सस्टेन करना बहुत मुश्किल है.
जी.
इस इंडस्ट्री में हर फ्राइडे जैसे हम
हाँ,
चलते
I
और
mean,
नाम बदलते हैं.
to be able to sustain myself for so many years without any controversy and without being in the news for the wrong reasons, I feel I did well.
This fashion sense was hiding somewhere कि मैं ऐसे एक बारी निकलूंगा कि ये धीरे धीरे built up हुआ.
The thing is, I think I was a little diva even when I was a little boy. I was just scrolling through my old pictures and I saw myself wearing sweater in summer because it looked good. You know, I was that boy. And I always was interested in fashion. It's just that for a few years I lost interest in fashion because I was obsessed with movies and learning acting. And then I didn't have money for years, so I couldn't really explore anything. I used to be, when I was in college, I used to buy like a pair of jeans or a t-shirt or some accessory every third week. But it's very important for a long period of time. And I think around Gully Boy time is when I started to have fun. And I think when Darlings was coming out, we felt like I was very scared because the part was such that I was thinking people will hate me after this film. So I wanted to put myself out there nicely. It was a conscious choice to be seen in a manner that people can actually see me and not just see that person that they see on screen. And it started because it was a defense mechanism I wanted to be loved, and that's about it. And look where we are now. I'm being called a fashion icon and stuff. I don't take this too seriously though.
I remember the day Darling trailers came out. Diet Sabya, he normally picks up pictures. This is
Yeah.
Instagram handle we have. And he picked up yours and he's like, look at him. Who's this? Like, we have a new one on the radar. And it was all praises. And from then to now, there's not a single look of yours which is not talking in itself.
It is
And I
very
love
new
it.
for me, you know. Every time Diet Sabya posts something, and it's been happening a little too frequently. So there's an inside joke in my friend circle, like I am Diet Sabya, like that I do. मैं खुद के बारे में मैं खुद ही post करता हूँ. I am running with that joke with that because it's funny because he doesn't usually say good things, or he or she, whoever it is, doesn't say good things about people, but somehow I manage to earn some cred there.
Which hypothetically, if you have to pick a performance this year, you would have loved to put your bets on or played.
I enjoyed Pushpa. I don't think I can ever play, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. It's a personality, and I love what Alu did with it because he made almost like an ox. He based his character on an ox or an animal like that. It's just one hunched shoulder, and the mannerism is just so broad and so brute force. And it was incredible how he created that character. He committed to it so well. Like, I was blown by what he did.
Thank you so much, Vijay, for doing this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for this. This was the best I could have asked for, because when we talk about best of 22, you got to be with the best. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.